So, what I'm going to have you do is you are going to place your feet on top of this box. I'm going to ask you if you feel certain motions or feel certain muscles. If you don't feel them, it will not hurt my feelings. If anything hurts, let me know. If you go into the general population, you start working with people in pain, they're kind of used to their pain. So it's almost, and it's kind of annoying because I'll ask them how that felt. Yeah, it was good. Well, did it hurt? Yeah, it always hurts. Well, okay, but we're really good. So if you were that person, what I tell these people is, I know you're used to your pain. I know you're used to always having your back hurt, but what we're really good in here, or we're really good at coaching you in positions that don't hurt. So if you do feel your knee pain or you do feel your back pain, let us know because I can either coach you out of it, change the position you're in, or find another exercise that challenges you just as much. So trying to condition people that we can coach people out of positions that hurt. We're not treating their pain, we're just coaching them positions where it doesn't hurt. And I'm gonna get this one lower. So pick your feet up a little again. Okay. So feet right there. Ball goes between your knees. You get your feet a little closer. So what you're gonna do, you cannot push the box away from yourself. You're gonna drag it down and slowly scoop up your hips a little bit. And then back down. Nice. No abs at first, so this should be relaxed. Think of scooping up with your tailbone. Keep that ball squeezed. That was better. And then back down. So what you should be looking at is the hip. His hip is rolling versus just getting picked up. And keep going. Roll. None here, nothing here. It's hard. Keep the ball squeezed. Do that again. That's better. 3 more times. Good. Think of rolling your hips slowly. That was better. And back down. And then rolling your hips. Perfect. One more. Relax your abs. Use your feet. And then back down. That was good. Now I want you to take your own hands. See how this is soft? That's what I want. Versus you kind of tensing up for you to tuck. Think of using your feet to do the tucking for you versus that right there. That's better. Do you feel a difference? Yeah. Roll and back down. Roll and back down. And I would probably, let's say he's getting it now, but let's say he wasn't getting it, I would try a little bit longer and then I would move on to something else. I would either just say that's good enough, let's go through the breathing. But if let's say it was pain, if he can't get air here, maybe he can't tuck. So maybe we start him off with the second exercise that we ran Petra through. So I don't always start people here, it's just easy to teach the breathing. Imagine Petra trying to learn the breathing when I can't even see your stomach, you're looking down, now it's like weird. So even if this is not the right exercise for the person, I just always start them here because it's easier. Perfect. Especially if someone's not bought into the breathing, this at least looks like an ab exercise and you're getting hamstrings versus a weird pinch your glutes like you're trying to hold in gas, breathe into your low back type of exercise. I wouldn't do that with a skeptical client day one. Perfect. So that's the tucking. Now,
the good news is you're all safe if I have beans.
yeah. All right. So take a breath in through your nose. Big open mouth exhale. Fog, fog, fog. Keep going, keep going. Awesome. So Carden is the type of person that's struggling getting all his air out. His exhale is not as long as Petra's because his ribs are stiff. So how does he get better? By getting air out, by keep going, by keep going. That's where, if you have a license to touch, that's the only reason why I went to massage school. I would be able to do some manual work getting the ribs to move. But you can get him there without that. So I want you to just get all the air out. Take a breath in through your nose. Fog up that glass. Fog, fog, deflate, deflate, deflate. Keep going, keep going. Hold on to that. Breath in through your nose. So very similar to what Petra was doing. He's breathing into his chest, but not this way. It's more of a, And that's okay. I let people do a few exhales and then I cue it. Give me 3 more. You're exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. You feel a little bit of abs at the end. And then breath in through your nose. And then when we add the tuck, maybe that will get better too. Get all the air out. Deflate, deflate. Keep going until it's uncomfortable. So giving people the expectation that's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be weird, at least you're giving them that instead of them, is it supposed to be weird? Is it supposed to be uncomfortable? What you're shooting for, relax. What you're shooting for is about an 8 to 10 second exhale. So what I do is I tell people 12 to 15. So then they give me 8 to 10. If not, they stop way before that. All right, that was awesome. You feel a little bit of abs?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna add the tucking with it. So squeeze up all. Slow roll. Good, you got the back of your thighs? Awesome, keep this. This does not move now. Now add the breathing to it. In through the nose, get it all out. Fog, fog, fog. Keep going. More, more, that's way better. Now do not breathe into my hands. Hold on to this tension. Yeah, you can feel it. Awesome, that's good. 3 more breaths, keep the tuck. Deflate, 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 deflate. Good, at the end of the exhale, you should have felt some abs. Hold on to those abs. And get it all out. So really good for the first time. The only thing I'm noticing is that breath in, you're like, But it might be because he's laying on his back. Because now, if his whole back is on a table, his upper back is on the table, where can't he breathe in air now? Yeah, now that gets closed in, and if he's really tight here, which he is, because we checked his shoulders, when you get to Levi, you'll understand where can they not breathe air in. So now, this is restricted, it like leaves him no other place but to do this. A few ways to change that is change the position, which I'm going to show him rock back here in a second. Or you can add a pillow, pick your head up, take a break. Sometimes I forget to take a break. Adding a pillow opens up a little bit of his upper back right here. So maybe that will make it a little less suffocating on the inhale, maybe not. But we are going to check it one more time, or do this one more time. That's this. Okay. Did that feel okay? Cool. Get hamstrings. Awesome. Got a little bit of abs. Feel like you're suffocating a little bit? Cool. That means you're doing it right. It will get better and better. Because what you're doing is, you're literally, your ribcage is restricted. And you can only breathe air in certain areas. So you're trying to breathe into areas that you can't get air in. So it should feel a little bit restricted. But the more you practice, the more you should be able to expand. These exercises should be a little bit uncomfortable. If they're too easy, we're not creating a change. If it's too hard, then we also don't create a change. So we almost want that little middle, a little bit of anxiety. At the end of the exercise, it should be like, oh, okay, I'm done. So that means we're doing a good job. All right there. Slow roll. Slow, slow, good, that's good. Keep the ball squeezed. 5 breaths. In through the nose, chin away from your chest. Chin up. Yeah, get it all out. Deflate, keep the chin up. Deflate, deflate, keep going, keep going. Hold on to the abs you just found. Breath in. Sorry, you can breathe in after 3 seconds. Get it all out. Fog, fog, fog. This is going to be hard no matter what background. You got someone who's been a couch potato their whole life, you got a CrossFitter, you got a high-level power lifter. This is hard for everybody. And I try to, people who are very deconditioned, people in persistent pain, people who feel really bad about themselves, when they struggle with this, or like, oh, I didn't realize I was in like that bad of shape. I always bring up how I've had high power lifters doing this. I will have Dave, who looks like he's in great shape, do this, because everybody struggles with this, no matter who it is. So it's kind of cool. What we do is everybody's zero. So it doesn't matter what your background is. You all suck. everyone sucks. Relax. Nice, that was awesome. Little less suffocating, but the same. We're gonna try rock back after, but let's check your leg raise, because that was very limited. So he was a little over halfway. We'll see if it got better. Relax. Tell me when. It's a tiny bit better. That was really a lot better. This one didn't change much. Nice job. Let's see your shoulders. Yes, keep your legs straight. So that's better too. And we didn't even touch his shoulder. So that's always, if someone has a really stiff shoulder, always like, hey, notice where this is. Especially people who care about this stuff. The people who care about posture, people who care about breathing, people in persistent pain, they care about these table tests. Someone who cares about powerlifting may not. So I don't put a lot of emphasis on that. I would put more emphasis on how their squat feels after this. But someone who does care, if you take them from here to here and you didn't even touch their shoulder, all you did was this, it's like I point that out. They're like, wow, did we stretch your shoulder? No, we just did breathing exercises. So that's the buy-in of, okay, breathing affects the way I move. Let's try the rock back that we did with Petra. So what you do,
Which one's that?
it's the one where she was curled over. If you can, push your butt all the way back to your heels. If that hurts, let me know. Is that okay? Scoot down until your ankles kind of droop over this. Okay, cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your elbows on top of this. And bring your knees a little closer together. Good. So this should be nice and smooth. You can still tell this is where it's not. You're gonna
recording for this one.
Yeah, is it? Oh yeah, you can use that. Thank you. So yes, don't reach yet. This is what we kind of saw with you, Petra. This flatness. So you can see this is a shoulder blade. This is his other shoulder blade, and now there's like a ski slope in between them. There shouldn't be a ski slope. It should be a mountain. And that should be your rib cage. Does anyone know the curvatures of the spine? If you don't, that's okay, because you'll learn them with Tim.
You mean cervical lumbar?
So what should the lumbar spine be?
Where should it be?
Or what should it be? Should it be in or should it be rounded?
Rounded?
Or technically it should be in. It should be lordotic.
Oh, right.
And then we have, because you've heard kyphosis.
Right.
So your thoracic spine here should be kyphotic. His is not. It's actually indented in. So we're gonna make sure it comes in back or comes back again. So no shrugging. Yep, you're gonna use your elbows to push away. So you're gonna push me away right here. Without rounding this here. So flatten this out, push up here. That's pretty good. Now push me away a little more. Okay, that's all he has. If he keeps pushing, he's gonna start rounding through here. And then you're gonna get your chin away from your chest. Yep. And then actually get your elbows forward a little bit. Now can you push me away a little bit? Yep, a little more. That's better. Hold on to that. In through the nose, chin away from your chest. Fog up that glass. Fog, fog. Deflate, deflate, deflate. And then when you breathe in, hold and gasp. That's pretty good. So he struggles breathing in right here, and he struggles breathing in right here. And when he breathes in, you can really tell this expands, which is not bad. We just want him to be able to expand everywhere. Breath in. Deflate, deflate, deflate. One more breath in. And rest. How'd that feel?
Good. Better.
Better than...
Good.
I'm going to change it up again. We're going to do the same thing. You're just going to flip over, and you're going to do it against this. So I will show you what it looks like. You will be putting your hands here.
Okay.
So you'll be on the massage table. You're going to be doing this.
Oh, okay.
Bring your knees up. Good. A little too low. Let me move this. Give that a shot. Yep, and if you can you push your butt all the way back to your heels? Perfect. No shrugging. Awesome. That looks way smoother. It just looks prettier. It's the other one, he couldn't really get this to spread. So what I really want you to focus on is just, does it look pretty? I don't want you to like get overwhelmed with like, what exactly is happening? Like, does it look pretty? And I'm gonna give you the hierarchy. Do the shoulders feel good? Is this pelvis tucked? So I'm gonna show you what to look for to see if it looks pretty. Same breathing, chin away from your chest. In through the nose, get it all out. Fog, fog, fog. Keep this here, but kind of walk your hands forward. Yep. Yeah, that's good. Deflate, 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 deflate. Inhale, hold and gas. Awesome. 2 more breaths. So I want you to kind of feel his traps, upper traps. That's one sign. Does it look pretty? That's how it should feel. See how the muscle is soft? Feel it. Right. Yep. Sometimes it's as easy as what I did with you and him. I push down to just make sure they stay like this. If these feel like a rock, probably not a good exercise for them from a breathing standpoint. So that's one cue: is do the upper traps feel good? All right, take a break. Does that feel okay? Feels good. Go one more round. One more of this. Always 3. Clients who've been with me for years, they always try to get out of it. Like, it's been 3 for the last 5 years. It's always 3 rounds. So, yep, this stays soft. Head is good. Focus on getting all the air out. Go slow. You're deflating, deflating, deflating until it's uncomfortable. Then you hold for 2 to 3 seconds, and then inhale. Nice. Nice. One more breath. And rest. Awesome. Let's recheck your leg raise. Legs straight.
Cool.
That's a ton more. So we didn't even touch your hamstrings on that one.
Okay.
Nice. And then let's look at put your arms up. Just breathe for me. So yeah, everybody come over here. So not much, but if I follow his rib cage, see how my fingers are moving a little more? So that just means that now his rib cage is a little more dynamic. Now he's a little better at managing all of his substance inside of him. Let's look at your toe touch. And just tell me how it feels, and tell me how it feels just walking around.